Okay, so today we're going to talk about Document Manager. Document Manager is our file classification system. We use it in CR to organize all required docs for employees, files, anything that you need to keep track of or put expiration dates on. So this is one of our test accounts. And you can see on the org page, we have this Document Manager widget that will show up if you have Document Manager turned on in your account. If you have Document Manager turned on your account, you don't see the widget, you want to go up here to these squares, and then you'll be able to pull it from here and it'll show up. So right now, if you go to your files might look like this, where you just have a bunch of files thrown in by whatever time they were added to the account. We also have this template system here in your files so that you can make a template and organize these files by choosing which template. Okay, so we have some templates in here. We're going to concentrate mostly today on HR paperwork for BCBAs. And then you see the list got shortened based on which of these files are placed somewhere in the file drawer, which is HR paperwork for BCBAs. Okay, so if you have the widget turned on in Document Manager in your account, it's going to come up in Files underneath Authorization Templates. And we're going to look at Document Templates. And again, we're going to stick with that HR paperwork for BCBAs. So the easiest way to think about this is that the template itself is like a file drawer on a filing cabinet. And you can title that and add any comments underneath there to kind of remind you what's supposed to be in here. You can lock files automatically. What this will do is anytime a file is uploaded that is classified under this template, it won't be able to be modified. You can also do that when you upload files the traditional way. Here we have the labels that you can associate, and the labels are really powerful in Document Manager because if you are using the contact labels associated with your employees and your clients, and even your generics in some cases, what happens is if you have this label in here and your, let's say, employee has that same label, then on their Document Manager widget, which again is here, they will be able to see what documents are required now, which ones are recommended, and which ones are optional. So then we come down to folders. So just like traditional folders in a filing cabinet, you'll have your folder here. And then you want to put in the pieces of paperwork that should go with that folder, that's associated with that folder. So right now for our BCBA HR onboarding, we have that the certificate, the state behavior specialist certificate, and the county certificate are all required. You also can select to make them optional or recommended. So I'm going to do that for these two. And you want to save here. You can also release stuff by trashing it here. Okay. There's also a Save Template button down here. And then what happens is anybody who has this contact label, that will change what happens in their Document Manager widget. So if we're going to select our BCBA here, and if I hit refresh, because I had made that change to what was required, what was optional, and what was recommended, then as I look down, it changes to recommended here. It doesn't show up in red, it just shows up black, like we're recommending that you add these things, okay? Also, whenever you're under 2 weeks due, it will change this to boldface. And as you get closer, it actually changes it to red. So that's why there's different colors here. So if I'm Annie and I log in and I say, oh, I need to put this in 6 days, all these other things are required now because they're expired in the system. So how Annie would go in and upload anything, let's say we wanted to upload a new state child abuse clearance. We click here. You can actually view the current file if for some reason you wanted to see it. Pop in the license number, which we're just going to use zeros. And let's say the effective date is today. until June, well, let's back it up a little bit. Let's do June 7th, okay? And then you want to choose a file and then upload that file. And it's pretty quick. And then you can click close. Now, had I put that timestamp out a little bit, it wouldn't show up. It would just show up as that it's good. But I did that on purpose so you can see that the date range changes. Similarly, they can click on the word upload to upload something, or they can click here on the title of the document and be able to do the same thing. Okay. So let's take a look at the Document Manager report. So this is a really nice feature, and what happens is for anything that you've made a document template or anything that has been uploaded to a document template, you'll be able to generate a report by downloading the report here. So it's an exported report as a CSV file. What you want to do is select the template you want to look at. And because we're looking at HR paperwork for BCBAs, obviously we just want to see employees. And then we have our employees here. Right now it's saying the file, which you can click on here, and it will take you to the actual file in your files module if you want to view it. You can also look at it by the date range. So right now we know Annie is going to need a new certificate uploaded sometime in July here. That her county certificate is overdue, her state license is overdue, as we saw on her Document Manager widget. So any type of template group that you have made, you'll be able to sort and filter. And again, you can look by what's available or what's been uploaded last. You can change those columns here, and then you can download whatever report that you need. Okay. You can also create additional filters here. These and any labels that you've created in your files module, you can use those and then create a new view as a filter and create your filter. Let's see. The other thing that I like to show, we're already on the dashboard, is for your notes and form templates. So if you use session notes, authorization, supervision, assessments, and you're using a template, you can actually, set it up where you can classify it with Document Manager here. So as far as our BCABA supervision, excuse me, right now it's set up under this file classification here. Okay. And then any changes you make in here, you just hit save. So let's say that besides the organization account, you would like to allow maybe your clinical director, your admin, if they have a separate login for CentralReach, the ability to do any of the management piece with Document Manager. There are additional permissions in here. I'm just going to pick on this group right here so you can see the permissions. Go to Files, and there's 3 here: Document Management, to classify, to manage, and to view. Okay, and you just want to make sure those are clicked. I don't have permission to do that, but that's where you would do that in your own account. I just want to say Document Manager is a really, really cool feature. I actually really enjoy assisting our groups with setting it up because it does really make their lives a lot easier when they're trying to track paperwork. If you would like to look at adding the feature, you can email the small business team, which is smallbusinessteam@centralreach.com, and we'll be able to talk with you about adding the feature and cost and all that other good stuff. This is a premium feature, so there is an additional cost with it. And if you have any questions that you think of, feel free to email us and let us know, and we'll be able to email this webinar out to you as soon as it's completed. I'm going to wait another minute, see if anybody has any additional questions.